Wow, we tried to sing, but nobody compares to Whitney Houston. Welcome to Daily Blast Live.
I couldn't tell the difference. I was like, is she here?
I'm the worst voice ever.
Tori offbeat just goes, yeah.
Yeah,
and I was like, yikes.
All right. So that was a little sneak peek of the new Whitney Houston biopic. So the movie about her rise to stardom, called I Want to Dance with Somebody, is set to be released in theaters this December. Take a look.
My dream, sing what I want to sing, be how I want to be.
I say a prayer with every heartbeat.
Reach as big an audience as I can.
Common criticism of you, your music isn't black enough.
Look, I don't know how to sing black and I don't know how to sing white either. I know how to sing.
Wow. Okay, so the movie is also recreating Whitney's iconic rendition of the national anthem at the '91 Super Bowl in Tampa. It also flashes to her wedding to Bobby Brown, but given that her estate and record label have signed off on the film, will it, we wonder, delve into the darker parts of her life, like her drug usage? Let's focus on this new actress. So, I mean, she's been in Star Wars, but she had a minor role. She's British. A lot of people are saying this is going to be her breakout role. Her name is Naomi Ackie. She had to wear prosthetics. She had to have her English accent because she's British. But I don't believe that she's actually the one singing because they didn't want to take away from Whitney Houston.
How could you cast that?
Right, it'd be impossible.
That's what I was wondering. Are you going to find the next Whitney Houston?
Yeah.
Very unlikely.
That person would be a professional singer.
Right.
Yeah,
They would not be an actress.
Right, exactly.
What do you think they're going to do? How are they going to paint her life? Because it was tumultuous.
It was, and I think earlier our co-host Erica Cobb brought up a great point. She died during the Clive Davis Grammy party.
Right before it.
Right before it, in the Beverly Hilton, I believe. So there's no way not to cover, I think, what went on with the drugs, and I think with Bobby Brown especially. And if they've given their blessing, I hope we see some nuance about it, not just the picture of the bathroom that we're all kind of picturing. And I really hope that we understand a little bit more about her life. As much as we all seen Whitney Houston, I know very little emotionally about her. She was I saw the documentary too. She was always sort of kept private, and I'd like to know more about her. And that picture of her in the national anthem, the actress with her, see on the left with her throat, that throbbing vein. Yep. That's so accurate to what Whitney did that blew us all away with that mouth open like that. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I mean, I look at her story and her life, and I feel like culturally we're kind of taking a step back and looking at everything that happened 20 or 30 years ago. There was the Playboy documentary. Yep. There's the Girls Gone Wild documentary, the Abercrombie and Fitch documentary. Ham and Tommy Lee. And what we're realizing with all this, I remember you brought up that, you know, the tape was released without their permission. Now when you go back and look at the old Playboy thing, you're like, why is this 70-year-old man kissing 19-year-old girls in the mouth on TV? You know, all these things that we're we just like, oh, that's just so-and-so being them. Now we're kind of analyzing and being like, here's where they went wrong. Here's where we as a society went wrong, and hopefully we're correcting it. Unfortunately, a lot of these people, Anna Nicole Smith, all these people are kind of gone now, but we realize what happened, and the fact that was on television shows us how far we've come.
Yeah, and Clive Davis, it seems like they're paying attention to details here. So Clive Davis, who we just showed, Stanley Tucci plays him.
Wow.
Look at that.
Great casting.
Great casting. Fantastic. I feel like they are going to pay attention to detail. We're going to see some of that. And I think we see, like Al was leaning towards, the culture, right? A black woman coming up in that world. We think it wasn't that long ago. It was a different time. It was a different time for her. And I think we're going to see some of that as well.
I also think, too, it would be disservice if they didn't talk about addiction. Absolutely. We all can relate to addiction. Right. It does not discriminate. And if it's not you personally that's suffering, it's someone within your family. I know when I recently just saw the new Elvis picture, the Baz Luhrmann one, not only do you see how he became, of course, this iconic figure, but you also see him struggling with his own addictions and why that came about. And again, it makes that person not on a pedestal. It makes them just like you and I. So I would be surprised if they,
it's part of the whole story, don't you think?
It would be really weird and strange.
It'd be like trying to tell Amy Winehouse's story without it.
Yeah,
possible.
Absolutely.